NBA free agency is only 4 days away, and each and every day new rumors come out about the top star free agents. The teams involved in these rumors are always the same teams: the Lakers, Clippers, Nets, Knicks, Warriors, Raptors. However, there are so many other teams that are sneaking into the race for some of these top free agents, yet no one seems to care at the moment. In this video, I will be picking out the 5 biggest sleeper teams heading into free agency, and don't be surprised if one of these teams end up stealing away a top tier free agent. The first sleeper team heading into free agency is the Dallas Mavericks. When you think of the upcoming NBA free agency this summer, Mavs slide under the radar compared to the Knicks, Nets, Lakers, etc. However, once free agency is all said and done, the Mavs may be coming out as the team that shocks everyone. They currently have $39 million in cap space since Dwight Powell opted out of his $10 million per year player option. The Mavs have to be very aggressive in free agency because they have their 2 youngsters on their rookie contracts still and need to give an impact player money now when they have it. One factor about this free agency that makes things even more interesting is KP will meet with the Mavs to maybe sign an extension or sign the qualifying offer. KP wants to win now, and if the Mavs want to keep him, they need to be extremely aggressive to acquire talent to surround him and Luka. Don't be surprised if the Mavs sign Al Horford to a large contract, Kemba Walker to a max, Nikola Vucevic maybe even to a hefty contract, or D'Angelo Russell, who I don't know if many think he fits nicely there, but I feel like that'd be a great fit. I believe at least one of these players will come to the Dallas Mavericks, and if the Mavs also sign KP, they could have one of the craziest free agencies, yet no one is talking about them right now. The next sleeper team is the Phoenix Suns. Now, absolutely no one is talking about the Phoenix Suns this offseason, but if they want to keep Devin Booker in Arizona, they're going to have to make a bold move. The Suns right now are a bottom 8, maybe even bottom 5 NBA team with barely any cap space. No one will take a pay cut to come to the Phoenix Suns, so they need to get aggressive and clear cap space, whether you stretch or trade Tyler Johnson's contract and renounce the rights to Kelly Oubre to sign a player to help them win right now. Devin Booker even told the front office that he wants them to pursue D'Angelo Russell, his very close friend, and if the Suns want to keep Booker, they may have to sign Russell. Russell, Booker, and Aiden going forward would be a nasty trio, and the crazy thing is, the Suns can actually make this happen. If not Russell, expect the Suns to make a major, bold move if they want to avoid Booker requesting a trade. The third team that very few people are talking about right now, I know it's heated up a little bit in the past few days, but it's still at the point where people need to be talking about them more, is the Boston Celtics. Yes, Kyrie Irving is gone, they even offered up his number to a rookie, but the Celtics still have a ton of cap space to try and sign a star player to keep them in playoff contention. Danny Ainge doesn't want to go young, and he wants to stay competitive, so some of the names that come to mind that he may want to sign are Vucevic, D'Angelo Russell, and possibly Kemba Walker if he becomes available. On top of these players, the Celtics could make a major splash through signing and trading Kyrie Irving to the Nets or Knicks. One situation that could occur is if Kyrie goes to the Nets, and in return D'Angelo Russell goes to the Celtics. The Celtics are not all that slept on, but more people should be aware that they could make some of the biggest moves in the entire NBA free agency. The fourth team that people are sleeping on way too hard is the Houston Rockets. This is actually the second time I'm doing this section because I found out that the Rockets are all over the news about the Jimmy Butler situation. This deal seems so complicated, maybe even too complicated, because the third team will need to be involved to get him to Houston, so it seems hard to do. But you know one thing, never count out Daryl Morey. He shocked us once with the Chris Paul sign and trade, which no one really saw coming, and he will probably shock us again heading into this free agency.
We're going to be the favorites in the West for sure. I mean, we were the best team down the stretch with that group, and that's without adding one more quality player like we're going to do.
Daryl Morey wants to add as many star players as he can get, and you should already know he will find a way to get one of these stars on the Rockets. Especially now that the West is wide open with the Warriors' injuries, this is the time for the Rockets to make a major move and become the title favorites. If it's not Jimmy Butler, watch out for some other major moves being made by the Rockets. Hey, maybe sign and trade for Vucevic? Final team that's a major sleeper heading into free agency is the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pelicans have been in the news recently for all the trades they've made, and of course drafting Zion Williamson, but they are about to make another major splash in free agency. They currently have about $32.7 million in cap space, and David Griffin wants to keep the Pelicans contenders right now. If Zion can live up to the hype a little bit, if the Pelicans add another top level player next to Drew Holiday and Lonzo Ball, this team will definitely make the playoffs in the West. However, if the Pelicans want impact players, they will definitely have to overpay them. Some possible moves they can make this offseason is signing Tobias Harris, Al Horford, and call me crazy, but if the Bucks don't feel comfortable giving Chris Middleton the max, the Pelicans will immediately offer him it and shock the NBA. Those are the 5 teams who are the biggest sleepers heading into NBA free agency, and don't be shocked if one of these teams sign a player to a max contract or make a move that no one sees coming. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and make sure to tell me in the comments who you guys think is the biggest sleeper team heading into NBA free agency. With that said, I'm out and peace!